Hello, Heike. Hope I'm saying your name correctly. I'm Larry Lurcy. I'm one of the jurors here at the PPA International Photographic Competition going on here in Atlanta. And first off, I want to thank you for entering the competition. It really is a great way to improve your photography. And I've got one of your images here that I'm going to discuss with you today. And let me get it to a gray background. It is Wyoming's Victoria. And so let's just jump right in. The good news, if you don't already know, is that this image did receive a merit. So you have a merit print here, so congratulations on that. What I'm going to talk to you about is a few things that you might want to consider working on for your next piece that might take it to the next level and get you a loan image. So let's just jump in right here. I'm going to start actually with the title, Wyoming's Victoria. I'm assuming that this is that's the name of the location, somewhere in Wyoming, Victoria Falls or something like that. I'm not sure, but it sounds like that's the location. I would encourage you to try and work on coming up with a title that tells a little more story than that. You know, what that's doing is telling us where it is, but it doesn't tell us where you're trying to lead us emotionally. If you're looking for, majestic or that it's a tranquil place, that type thing. You're going to make your image a lot stronger with a title that kind of tells us what it is you're trying to convey. Obviously, this did just fine, and it's not that it hurts you, it's just you're passing up a storytelling opportunity, which leads to impact by not going with something like that. I hope that makes sense. But something along the lines of when you saw this image, what was it that did seem exciting to you? Did it seem peaceful? And if it was peaceful, then you would go peaceful such and such. That type thing. Put in a more of a description so you're leading the judges. But I mean, it's a beautiful image. I certainly can see why it merited. So you've done a great job with that. The composition is really nice. You've got this little piece here to kind of support things. A couple of things that you might consider is on the presentation. You've got kind of this thin black border around the outside, which isn't bad. It's not a negative necessarily, but I think it's kind of a safe bet. And you might try experimenting with something else, a little bit bigger border, and then try some of these greens or some of these other colors and see if you can do something that makes it a little more cohesive, because you don't really have any black in here, and by putting the black around it, it kind of points out the fact that there's not any black in the scene. And so I think you're better off going with some of these colors, and it just makes it a little more colorful piece as opposed to just the dark, the kind of the cold black around it. So that's just something to try. A couple of minor things from there would be just kind of watching highlight areas. This is where we're trying to draw the viewer's eye, and for the most part you do that. But you've got a couple of areas here and down here where it's really bright, and that can cause distractions for people. And that's the type thing when you're judging for loan collection that someone's going to say, you know what, that just is distracting me just a little bit. And sometimes just a little bit is enough to keep you out of the loan collection. And so that's an easy kind of tone down there, just bring down that brightness. Right here is a really good example, because you can see, if I can zoom in a little closer, that there's almost no detail here in the white. It's really blown out on that walkway. And I'm assuming you probably shot this raw. If that's the case, you probably have that information you can go back and get from the raw file and fill that in. So future images, you might try working on something like that. But I hope that gives you a little bit of direction. Again, beautiful image, and congratulations on getting the merit. It will be part of the exhibit at Imaging USA in January in Atlanta. Hopefully you can come out and see it. If you do, be sure to stop by the mentor booth in the exhibition area. You can stop by and chat with some of the jurors. It's really a great opportunity to work on your image making, so I hope you'll take advantage of it. I hope to see you then.